Oh, yes. So good. Diane Parish, who plays EastEnders, legend Denise, joins us now.
The whole show is steamy
really
today.
so
You were loving it. Put on it, people jumping into bed with each other.
I saw that one. Obsession, I'll tune in to.
Yeah, but did you
You
see...
could write it by the looks of it.
Did you see Diane's reaction when she saw herself kissing?
Yeah.
Why was you looking away? What's the issue there?
It's not very nice, is it? You know,
it
imagine if there was a
difficult watching
camera, you know, watching you do all them bits, you know, in beats. No one wants to see that.
So do you ever watch yourself back?
I do privately. I don't really want to sit down with the family and, you know, get the tea out and all that. No, but I do watch it.
Yeah.
In my own time.
In your
which
own
you can
time.
do nowadays, can't you?
But I guess you probably don't get time to, right? Because your schedule in EastEnders is so full on,
Yeah,
like all the soaps. So when you're... The last thing you probably want to do when you come home is, like, rewatch it.
That's it. I mean, you get home and I've had enough of that. Like, it's quite enough of all of that.
Real life.
Don't want to do it again. So you sort of catch up on it. Like, we haven't got our omnibus anymore, which was great. I remember...
I used to love the omnibus.
Yeah,
Me
it was
too.
great. You'd have your Sunday dinner, wouldn't you? Yeah. And you'd sit down and everyone would sit and watch
easy, wasn't it? Just to watch it all in one.
In one hit.
Yeah, it was
and then
great.
songs of praise and you were laughing.
Exactly.
Watch all the sins and then atone for them.
Exactly. Perfect.
Well, let's get into this because Denise and Ravi, this entanglement is happening. The fact that he's now threatening with regards to your daughter.
Is that what we call it now? Entanglement.
Entanglement. This is a serious entanglement. Tell me a bit about what's going on.
Yeah, well, Denise, I think for a while with Jack, she's been in that sort of marriage where he's sort of been taking her for granted, that she's sort of slotted in, you're here to look after the children and, you know, and just not being noticed. And every woman wants to be noticed and sort of paid attention to.
So do you think she just wanted this attention from Ravi? She
wanted attention and validation. And I think it's sort of the straw that broke the camel's back was when he said, they're not your kids. And she thinks, after all I've done for you and them kids, they're not easy. I think that sort of broke it for her. And then Ravi's paying her this attention and making her feel seen and visible.
Yeah.
And they actually mirror each other in that need as well. I think Ravi is one of those people that needs to be seen. He's quite invisible in his setup at his family, and Denise the same, so...
When you get, like, a big belter of a storyline down the years, how much sort of, like, notice do you get? Do the sort of producers and writers take you aside and go, listen, there's something big coming your way?
They do.
Do
So
they?
They
have a little meeting at Nando's or something?
No, they don't take you for a Nando's, no. That's the downside. I get a little salad or something. But no, the boss will bring you upstairs and say, oh, and you're either in trouble, and you think, oh, what have I done? Or it's about a storyline. So they'll bring you up and they'll say to you, look, this is coming up. And when they did this Ravi thing, Chris Crenshaw, who's brilliant, who's brought this show right up there at the moment, I think, said to me, right, so Denise is going to have an affair. And I said, what do you mean I'm going to have an affair? I'm really happy. And he was like, no, you're going to have an affair. And he said, and he's got a board with all our pictures on. And of all the people, I thought, like, pin a donkey, tail on a donkey. Yeah. I thought of all the people who's going to pick, I thought it could not be this guy.
Yeah.
But it was. And because he's so young and so beautiful and...
I guess when you're, as an actor, you look at that and go, great, you know, I've got, you know, you've been involved in so many brilliant storylines down the years, but when you know you've got...
I've learnt to never doubt them. I've learnt to never... When I'll get that doubt, because like when I was told that, you know, I'm going to have one night stand with Phil Mitchell and then have his baby and all that.
So do you have a bit of doubt and you just think...
And then you go, what? I wouldn't... And then if you go with it and you trust it, it works out and you think... Wow, that's what... They know where it's going.
They know what they're doing.
And by the law of averages, we've all had a one-night stand with Phil Mitchell. I mean, I think me and Alison have probably had that for a night.
I've led an angelic life.
What sort of reaction do you get out and about on the street? What do people say to you?
Alison, it's divisive, this one, because there's some people going, go on, girl, you get some. And then there are people that go, no, I don't like how you're treating Jack. And they look very disapprovingly at you.
Really?
Like,
As if you are the character.
As if it's you, as if you've done it. I'm all right, you know, actually. I don't do things like that.
I think because you sound so similar and you look very similar as well. That's what people just like have that.
I can't help that.
Yeah, they just feel like the close.
But it's quite a, you know, I guess it's flattering, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, you are, you know, it shows you're in people's front rooms and they still love the show. Yeah,
and that's it. And I think, like I say, I think the show's in a really good place at the moment. I think it is getting people talking again. Everyone's talking about it.
People are loving it, aren't they?
Yeah.
Especially when they do those flash-forward clips. Do you know when they do the flash-forward?
We had a flash-forward, which was a one-off, actually. We've just done it, the flash-forward with a who-done-it and a who is it. So that's not been done before.
I love
Whodunits
that.
have been done, but who is it at the same time has not been done before.
Well, the thing is, you're kind of standing there with a broken bottle in your hand as well, so
who
could
done
it be
it?
you?
Who is it and what with? We've got 3 things there, haven't we?
This is like
a
the
good
6
clip.
vibe, yeah?
This is the 6, yes. We are the 6.
The sort of the
I came up with
matriarch.
that.
Look at this, it's
Did
so
you?
good.
Yeah,
Did you?
Yeah, I came up with the word the 6. It's our WhatsApp group as well, and
I love it.
So the 6 of you are in a WhatsApp group?
we look like Marvel superheroes, don't we? Maybe that would take off.
You actually do, or Spice Girls.
Pass back, dear.
So do you actually have a WhatsApp group with those girls?
We do. We had one so that we could sort of like, because there's things we couldn't share with the rest of the cast because it was so locked in before it was broadcast. So we could discuss our little bits and pieces. But going forward, we just thought it might be useful to have our own our own little chat and stuff.
love it.
And share stuff. But yeah.
It's really nice.
You touched it a couple of times. I guess there's an irony with soaps now, but we grew up, didn't we all?
Yes.
With the soaps as like 25, 20 million, 15
Yeah.
million people,
Yeah.
so and yet now, even though they have a good, brilliant viewership, and especially on Catch Up and so forth.
Yeah.
The irony is the storylines and the writing, across the board, whether it's on EastEnders, now,
It's a huge
Corrie
machine. I mean,
Hollyoaks, it's never been tight, never been slicker.
No, and that's the thing. I mean, like shows like the one you were discussing before, that Obsession show, I mean, that gets the room and the air to stretch a story out over a long period of time. We do a story like that over a few months, and then we've got to come up with the next thing and something else running concurrently at the same time. So the team and the machine is constantly at work. And for us to produce what we produce like the content of 2 films a week, really, sort of doing those 2 hours. It's a lot. And it takes a great deal of work, and you've got to be on your toes because you don't have much time to do it either.
Well, I interviewed Danny Dyer on the radio a couple of weeks ago, and he said,
did? How is it?
And Danny said that the training he got in EastEnders and how match fit in his head he got in EastEnders in terms of dialogue.
Match fit, I like that.
He said that set me up for life now because he said I've got to literally the amount of script I had to learn. Absolutely, I don't think you guys get the credit you deserve for.
Thank you very much.
No, but I do because and the writers as well because the amount of plot lines, good plot lines, storylines you need to learn.
I think even the most experienced actors who come in, the most seasoned, experienced actors come in and they go whoa because it moves so fast.
Quick.
So fast.
Can I do another take?
No, we've moved on. They're already getting the cables.
No one cares. Can you believe you've been there 20 years?
No, not 20 quite. No.
It's
17.
nearly 20. Oh, is it 17?
17
years?
Close to the
this year.
15. Let's call it 15.
I count
Say
it by
15.
my
Yeah.
daughter. My daughter Kenya is 17 and she will be 18 this year. So I always know based on her age. Otherwise, I'd soon forget.
Brilliant.
But yeah,
You're absolutely smashing it. We think
Oh,
you're
thank
absolutely
you.
amazing.
Thank
we
you.
love
EastEnders
watching it.
continues tonight, 7:30 on BBC One. Also, get it on iPlayer as
Thank
always.
you, Diane.
Diane, thank you.
Thank
Great
you
to
so
chat to
much.
you. Still to